Impulsers, and welcome to another episode of Impulse Cooking. Today's segment is another Impulser Challenge. This challenge comes from Rachel B, and Rachel B was pretty easy on me as her ingredients were milk, apples, and eggs. And with those ingredients, we're gonna make cinnamon French toast with an apple bacon topping. So let's get started. First, we're gonna start with our bacon because that's gonna take the longest to bake. I'm gonna put it in the oven because that's easier and less mess and I won't burn myself. So preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Get yourself a cookie sheet and tin foil because less mess means less cleanup. Hallelujah. And bacon. Okay, so lay your bacon one layer on the pan. Just so. Okay, and now we're going to take this to the oven for 20 minutes. All right, so to make our apple topping, we're going to need maple syrup, vanilla extract, Ceylon or Ceylon cinnamon. I like this cinnamon better because it's a little more, has more depth to it and it's not as acidic maybe or as sharp as regular cinnamon. Coconut oil, I'm using the spray because I'm lazy, and your apple. You're going to slice your apple. And you can do it by hand, but since I had this and I'm being lazy, you can just be careful. You can do it by hand or you can use your mandolin slicer, just like so. Okay, so I decided to go ahead and cut it just a little bit smaller so it'll pile nicely on top of the French toast. I'm gonna take my knife, nothing fancy here. So I'm just gonna cut it just a little bit, make my little matchsticks a little bit shorter so they'll pile nicely. Okay, so you're gonna take your pan and warm it up. I'm gonna say about medium heat. Take your coconut spray, coat the pan. All right, so we added our apples to the pan, and now we're gonna add a half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. There we go. A quarter teaspoon of the Ceylon, I guess depending on where you're from, cinnamon. And a pinch of salt. I did not mention earlier, sorry about that. And your tablespoon of maple syrup. Mix it up. Stir it up, baby. Alright, and you're going to want to keep cooking this down until your apples get soft. Okay. Alright, I added another 5 minutes to the bacon because I wanted to get it crisp. Here it is in a paper towel so it can absorb some of the oils. And we'll go ahead and move to our French toast. Alright, so to make a French toast, you're going to need French bread, a baguette or Italian bread. Get that out the way. That's cinnamon, special cinnamon again, Ceylon, c'est la vie. Vanilla extract, milk, and 2 eggs. Alright, so let's add half a cup of milk to our bowl, like that. And then about 1/8 of a teaspoon of the cinnamon. And there, to our lovely French toast bath. Half a teaspoon of the vanilla extract. And our egg. Let's do 2 of them just in case. And then we're going to mix that together. Let me grab that. French toast, one of my favorite, well, first of all, brunch is one of my favorite meals of the day. It's the only meal you can have where you can eat as much as you want and have not only orange juice, but then coffee and sometimes a mimosa all at one time and no one blinks an eye. And you can have savory and sweet all at the same time. So that is why I love brunch. Okay, next we're gonna dunk our French toast in there. You wanna make sure you get it pretty soaked through thoroughly. It's gonna be a little more challenging because the outer side is hard and not as porous. There we go. But you'll feel the weight in there, and that's when you'll know to pull it out. And we'll go ahead and do all 4 of them. Okay, so now we have our stove at medium heat. I'm gonna spray again with more coconut oil. I'm gonna make sure my pan's completely coated. And then we're gonna go ahead and put in our first and second one. Now mine are gonna cook a little slower than they should because I made thick slices because I'm greedy. But if you want yours to cook a little more evenly and a little bit faster, make your slices a little bit thinner. All right, so I took the apple mixture and crumbled up the bacon, mixed it up together, set it on top, and a little dollop of whipped cream, strawberries on this side, and I will top this with maple syrup as well. And there you go. This is a great way to surprise your sweetie. All right, well, and that's it for today's segment. Hope you liked this video. If you do, please subscribe. And if you have another challenge for me, please send them to me. I welcome all challenges and maybe they'll be featured in the next segment. All right, later Impulsers.